Alright guys, it's another day. Tim was around here working on stuff for a while today, on some of the little stuff like these pulleys and different things on the wrecker boom and a variety of different stuff. But I did get this kind of set on here last night, and I've run into a few issues. A lot of the stuff we've kind of eyeballed on this, and we knew it was going to be close, and there's a couple things I got to change before I can really set this on here permanently. So one of the things that's super tight is this spring mount fitting between this part and the top, and it is like a half to 3/4 of an inch, maybe less than that, from fitting. So I could grind down these spring mounts, or I could just remove this or notch this. And obviously grinding down spring brackets is not real smart, kind of not something you should probably do. Good way to break something when you're loaded later on. So I'm going to remove a piece of that, maybe notch it, maybe remove that whole plate for now and rebuild it later. I'm not sure. We also may put a lift on this later on. We're going to see how it does at factory height, and then see if we even need a lift. We don't know. Got a lot of stuff to learn on this, so we're going to build it at stock height with about 33-inch tires on it, and get all the boom set up, the bed and everything, run it for a little bit, test it, do a bunch of testing, driving in the Ozarks, see if it's doing what we want it to do. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this bed back off. Oh, another thing, these that we built on here, I've got to chop a couple inches. Just got to take a couple inches off those because the bed's not going to come up quite as far as we thought before it hits the back end, and we can't move the back end without moving the axle, which is something we don't want to have to do. So I got to trim a little off that, but that should be good. It'll actually help give us a space for some of the stuff we're going to do later. So I'm going to try to get this bed pulled back off of here, start doing some cutting and adjusting and all that good stuff. Make some more progress. It's another day, and a beautiful one at that. It's rather windy, so the audio might not be real great, but last night I got the bed on and mostly set in place. So she's down on there. Back here where the spring's at, it's all up in here. I had to take some steel off the back. I took a big plate off and stuff, but it's on there. Now I just got to take it off again, weld some stuff in place permanently, do a little bit of adjustment, and then put it back on and put the boom on. So we're getting close to having this bed on. Hopefully today or tomorrow we'll have it on and bolted down. All right guys, we're back. We're gonna do the welding I was talking about earlier. We got the bed back off, and Tim's been working on a little bit of grinding on it. We got some more to do. We got bolts to fix that we had to cut off to get the boom off and stuff originally. We got stuff on the bed that needs to be, like, that's got to be ground off, and I'm going to work on welding this on and this on because we pretty much got that where we want it. So it's tacked on, but we're going to weld it on. So
I'm going to be fixing the whoopsies that we made getting everything off.
Yeah, there was a lot of rust and a lot of problems, and we broke some stuff getting it off, but we're going to fix it all, so it's better than ever.
You know, out of all my dumb ideas, this probably tops the cake.
Have we not learned anything?
Nope.
See you tomorrow.
We're back on the wrecker bed. We're going to try to get this bed on the truck. We got to clean up some welds. We got to paint some stuff. We got to cut some, grind some more stuff off. We got to weld some more stuff. We got quite a bit to do, but we're going to try to get this bed and probably the boom on and bolted down today. So we got our work cut out for us. It's a Saturday. We're not supposed to be working, but we're working. So hit the like, subscribe, go share, and help us get some viewing on this so that we got some customers out there when we get this thing ready to go. And if you want some awesome merch, you can get this shirt or you can get that shirt at 3strandapparel.net if you want to help support us in our lunacy.
Should actually be live and should be up to date this time.
Yeah, there's actually stock. We have stock. So we're gonna get to work on this. We got a lot to do. We've got an event in 2 weeks in like 3 days. So we've got to get this thing back running with a bed on it. Not functional, but drivable. So we got a lot of work to do and not much time. So we're gonna get to it.
How much do you care about it getting torn?
None. Blown away. So what we're doing right now is we kind of got the frame just cleaned up a little bit. We're going to hit all this with some primer and a little bit of paint just to help prevent any rust on our new welds and stuff. Not any finish coat, just to help protect our fresh metal. We're getting this bracket for the gas tank. It's basically rusted off, but we just need to get one tank on temporarily. So we're kind of jerry-rigging that to get one gas tank on and hooked up. So we're going to get that here in a minute. We're going to put it over on this side because it's easier to hook up here. And we've still got one existing gas tank bracket, so we're going to put another one here, or part of another one in a ratchet strap is what we're going to roll with for the time being. But I'm going to hit this with a little bit of primer, maybe a little paint, just to get ready. Then we're going to get that gas tank put in. So that's what we're doing right now. Alrighty, that is welded up, so that should be back. Hopefully I got all that in the right place, and that will fit back on there, so that's fixed. Got all these plates welded off. This is welded down smooth, so got all that out of the way. Tim is a much more patient painter than me, and he's got a pretty good looking coat of paint on here. So we're about to start putting the gas tank back in it, but she's looking much better. We know this is not like a professional paint coat, but this truck is far from done. We got lots more stuff, rock sliders. We got lots more welding and stuff. We're just trying to protect what we've got so far, get a base coat on it, try to keep our new metal from rusting, that kind of thing. So that's why we're getting some paint on it. It's trying to make it look better, help protect it for right now. I'm not gonna paint the bed right now, we'll do that later. But we're really close. We need to get the gas tank in, and then I think we got a little notch to put on the bed where it's going to go up here for the frame to fit down in it. But other than that, we are really close to setting this bed on here, I think.
Check it out. Try to not scratch the frame.
We got the fuel tank in. Tim's gonna start hooking up hoses. Hopefully we've got enough parts and pieces to get that all hooked back up. If not, we'll go get some more. And I'm gonna get a few of the wires run over here. We gotta reconnect this up. We gotta run a wire back here. We gotta get another wire back to the back for lighting and stuff. So get a few wires in, get the tank hooked up, make sure that fuel tank is working, and the truck will start, and then we'll put the All right, fuel pump's hooked up. We're gonna hook the fuel lines, the fuel tank's hooked up. We're gonna hook the battery back up and see if this thing will start. Yeah.
I just realized I smell gas on my hands, so I probably shouldn't be the one touching the battery.
Well, it always sparks when you already got it hooked up. Too late now. You didn't catch on fire. It's all good.
Could not touch hot a second ago.
She runs. We did something right, maybe. Maybe.
But you know what's happening?
All right, we got the bed on it, sitting there. We've got it centered up, and we're gonna put a couple bolts in the back here to hold the back end down. Then we're gonna get the boom up there, bolted up there and in the middle, and sandwich the bed between the frame and the boom. So it's all just gonna be bolted on right now. We're gonna make some more adjustments and add some more structure to the bed later, but for now, this is what we're gonna do. Well, guys, we are calling it a day. That is on. All 4 bolts are in. We'll probably add a couple more later, but they're all the way through. The frame, we've still got to put nuts and washers on the bottom, but it is starting to rain, and it's also like almost 6 o'clock on a Saturday. So I think we're gonna call it a day.
Yep.
And we'll come back to this a little later and wrap up getting this bolted down all the way, and then the angle piece down, and then the rest of the boom put together.
What's up, guys? Back at it again today. So we got the main part of the frame bolted down tight. Brain is fried today. So we got the main part bolted down. Everything's set on it, good to go. We're trying to get this second part put down, bolted into the main part of the frame, and bolted down to the bed. But as you can see, it has these tabs in the way, and that's preventing the bottom of it from scooting out and then going down, so that we can get it into the frame. So what we're working on right now is trying to get those tabs cut out, so that the frame will sit flat, and we're able to just kind of slide it right into the grooves on top of the main part. So that's what's going on today. As you can see, it's almost done. Like, we're getting really close. Already got some lights hooked up. Probably should have filmed that one, but I got in a hurry and kind of forgot to pick up a camera. But the lights are set. We'll get those wired up, and we just got the new tail lights in today. So it's really looking like it'll be done this weekend. I'm really getting excited about this. This is gonna look good.
Hey guys, it's another day. We are back working on the boom. Tim's been doing stuff. We've missed a few things with the camera, but we've just been working on stuff, and as we've said, we're working on kind of a tight timeline, so we've just been, well, Tim's just been working, and I have been absent doing other things, but I am back as a Tracer Customs person of the day, so I will pretend to be somewhat useful.
I'm just laughing at the timeline. Like, by short timeline, I mean, like, this has to be done in 3 days.
So we decided to try to go to another event this weekend. So we got to get the boom kind of tied down. We've got a winch for it. We got some tires. We'll see how much we get done. But we're going to work on the boom. We got to get, we're going to get this bracket cut off so we can figure out our cable length, get it cut to length so we can get the cable that supports the boom replaced. All right, guys, it's another day at the shop. Tim's been working on the truck most of the week. Got a lot of stuff done. We'll try to run through it. But we're working on getting our first winch installed right now. We got a Badlands right there, and we're going to try to put it up inside the wrecker boom up there. So we're making some adjustments. We got quite a bit to do to actually make that work in the long run. Right now we're just getting it mocked up and installed, and then we'll reinforce some stuff later. But we also have it on jack stands because we took the old tires off. We got some new tires, and I'm about to put the wheels back on it, and we're actually going to get to run duals. So we got some Yokohamas, some Yokohamas. They are 255/85 16s. So they're about the tallest, skinniest tire you can get. They're 33 inches tall, about 10.5 inches wide. So they should fit the duals on the back without rubbing the springs, and they should fit on the front. My only concern is I think I'm gonna have to take these step rails off because I think it's gonna hit the step rail. So, and we're trying to get all this wrapped up on this Friday afternoon so I can take this thing to an event tomorrow, and Tim is about to kill me. Not even joking. But the look these lights he put in. Look at those. It's looking fantastic. And it runs and drives. Or at least it did last night when it had the old tires on it. We'll see if it does today.
Well, she done. It's pretty much set for Rendezvous and for tomorrow. Josh is going to be taking it out to the poker run tomorrow. He's going to have it set up.
Yep, we're taking it out to Union Schoolhouse. I'm going to run some dirt roads. I'm actually probably going camping tonight. Probably going to run some dirt roads, get a feel for the thing a little bit, see how it handles on some dirt roads. We got the winch. Our first winch is installed. It's not wired up yet, but we got it up there. We tucked it up in there, so it'll be up and out of the way. That'll be our primary winch going over the boom. So that's in place. We're gonna have a lower winch up there later. We got the tires on, and they've got like a 1/16 of an inch between the tire and the leaf spring. So this is the widest tire we can possibly run on this thing without hitting the leaf spring. It's super tight, super narrow rear end, but they fit. It's working. We got these lights on this week, some other lights. Got a few of the interior things put back in, seat and stuff like that. So it is street legal, and we'll take it for a test drive and see how it handles with this very base phase 1 complete.
So it's not, nice view of the sun. It's not operational, but it is running. Everything's hooked up. This is probably pretty much how we're going to have it for Rendezvous as well.
Yeah, we might get a few more things done. We got some flashing lights we might get on it, who knows. Well, we'll see what we have time for, but this is where we needed to get to have it to Rendezvous. So if you're going to be there, come by and see us at the Tracer Customs booth. If you're not going to be there, you should be.
Yep.
And we might see you somewhere else.
So come check us out. It's October 13th through the 16th, 15th.
13th through 15th, Thursday through Saturday. So,
but we'll both be there. Josh will be out there. I'll probably be at the booth the whole time. Come see the wrecker. Come hang out with us. Say hi. Yeah.
Yep. I think we're going to call it a day. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.